From the flooded valleys of Dehradun to the fiery corridors of global diplomacy, today's headlines are nothing short of earth-shattering. Natural fury, political shocks, and explosive international verdicts. The world is on the edge, and the tremors are being felt from Pune to Palestine. Hello everyone, I am Devalina and you are watching News Step 1. And tonight we will bring you the storm of stories that is shaking the entire world. The deadly cloud bursts have turned Uttarakhand into a river of destructions. Laborers swept away and villages cut off. In Pune, shock waves after a gruesome crime have rattled the city. Meanwhile, at global stage, the UN has dropped a diplomatic bomb, accusing Israel of genocide in Gaza. And as it wasn't enough, the US Federal Reserve faces political fire, while the Arab world warns of consequences that could set the Middle East ablaze. Strap in, because this is not just news. This is the day the world refuses to stay calm. India in crisis. Nature's wrath has once again struck Uttarakhand. A cloud burst in Dehradun triggered flood and landslides, tearing the roads apart and collapsing bridges. The Thames River swelled beyond control, sweeping away innocent laborers in seconds. Schools up to class 12 have been shut, villages merged, and lives thrown in chaos. In Imphal valleys, torrential rain has cut off the villages and paralyzed normal life, reminding us that when sky turns violent, no human system can stand firm. Pune horror. While nature rages in the north, human violence delivers shockwaves in the west. Pune has been jolted by a chilling crime, an incident so brutal that it once again raises the burning question: are our streets truly safe? The city, known for its calm, now grappling with fear and outrage, demanding justice and accountability. The global quake. And the shock doesn't end here. Across the ocean, the United Nations has released a damning verdict, accusing Israel of genocide in Gaza. The report is more than just a document, rather it is a political earthquake that could trigger diplomatic war and courtroom battles in The Hague. Meanwhile, in Doha, Arab leaders furious over Israeli strike on Qatar. They have issued warnings that sound like war drum. And in Europe, nations like Luxembourg are preparing to officially recognize Palestine at the upcoming UN General Assembly, a move that could redraw alliances and deepen divide. The US Fed on the edge. Adding to the global turmoil, financial markets are trembling. The US Federal Reserve is under immense political pressure from Donald Trump, who is poised to cut interest rates. But behind the closed doors, questions are being asked. Is the world's most powerful bank still independent, or it is dancing on political strings? With a Trump loyalist now on the Fed board and court drama protecting the governor Lisa Cook, the stage is set for a financial thriller that could decide the fate of global markets. Ozone Day, a ray of hope. And amid chaos, today the world marked as the Ozone Day, celebrating 40 years of global effort to heal the atmosphere. Scientists call it a proof that humanity can unite to fight a crisis. But the irony is sharp. As we celebrate protecting the sky, the earth below our feet is drowning on flood, burning in wars and trembling in political shocks. So tonight, this story is not just about fights or floods, rather not about crimes or courts. It is about the world on the brink, from the drawn streets of Dehradun to the anger alleys of Gaza, from the terrified citizens in Pune to the high-stake boardrooms in Washington. The message is clear. We live on an age where every sunrise could bring a storm. And now the question is, will we adapt or collapse? Time to think. For more updates, keep watching News Step 1. This is your host Devalina signing off.